1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
We are.
Right. So, do you want to do the introduction for us, please, bro?
Yeah, this is continuing our second segment of the football referee. And I am Trevor Gear, and he calls me bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. Welcome to the second segment of the football referee. Now, this is an embarrassing situation for FIFA. It says just six days after President Gianni Infantino proudly announced that all tickets for the 2026 World Cup matches had been sold out, FIFA suddenly launched a new ticket sales campaign. What is going on with the ticket sales? I've got a good theory. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, let me hear the theory. Yeah.
I would think it's the problem with the political situation with Iran and America. This is just a theory, because I think certain countries have been banned from, entering the United, and those, people from those countries might have bought tickets for the World Cup. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think some teams have also been dropped. Have they? Some teams been dropped?
I don't know the situation with Russia, because that's affected tennis and other sports for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years now, well, since the Ukraine situation. So that although they've allowed Russian tennis players, for example, to play, they can't play under the Russian banner, so they have to play, if you like, as independents. Now, I haven't actually read personally of any teams being banned, but right. You're quite right, I'm sure, with the current situation in the Middle East, it is distinctly possible that, Iran have had a team in these tournaments before. It's hard to believe they would be allowed to be there. But yeah, I've not heard of any official banning of any particular country.
All right, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that, but it's just a certain tickets not available, and then tickets suddenly becoming available. I just thought maybe it's the political situation in these areas that's caused it. But we don't get involved in politics, do we? So we'll keep way out of that. Now, N'Golo Kante is expected to be included in France's squad for the 2026 World Cup. He's still very much a force to be reckoned with, isn't it? Kante.
He is, yeah. I'm not sure. Who does he play for now? Do we know?
Right, so he's come back from Saudi. He's back in Europe. Now, I'm not quite sure. I think he's gone to Fenerbahce. I think that would be in Turkey. I'll have to confirm that, but he's definitely left Saudi Arabia. And what a good timing as well, because I think Ronaldo's some of the matches have been suspended there, aren't they, because of the ongoing political situation. So that's a good timing for him to have left there. What do we make of him in the French team?
Well, to be honest, I was quite surprised when he left Chelsea. I think from there he went to Saudi, didn't he? I don't think he's that old. It sounds, we're talking in football terms, of course, but I guess he's well into his 30s now, is he? He's probably 32, 33. I thought when he left Chelsea a few years ago, he didn't strike me as somebody, by age anyway, ready to go to Saudi. It's it became a place for older footballers who wanted to make a big life.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
For older footballers who wanted to make a big last payday sort of thing. But I was surprised because he was such a complete midfielder for Chelsea. He just, because he used to be, am I right in saying he was with the Leicester winning team? I thought in 16. I might be wrong on that, but I had an idea he played for them.
He was.
But irrespective, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a quality player. And he was one of those players, not many of them, in my view, where I couldn't quite work out what he had that made him so good. Sometimes, sometimes it's obvious. Someone is a great dribbler, someone's a great tackler, they got a great shot, they're a good header of the ball. I couldn't really ever work out when I watched Conte what it was, but he was excellent. And one of the things I do remember about him, maybe it was this, he was able to almost be at 2 or 3 different parts of the pitch at the same time, which is, of course, is ridiculous, but he was very, very mobile for not a small dumpy guy. He wasn't, of course, he was a fit footballer, but he wasn't the sort of tall, strapping, strong guy. And yet he turned up everywhere, a little bit like Declan Rice does, we know is a great footballer for Arsenal. Some of those players they have this technique or this something about them that they suddenly appear over there. You think, God, he was over there a minute ago. And so I think he put himself about. Anyway, I thought he was, it sounds the wrong thing to say, I thought he was a bit too good, a bit too early to be going to Saudi, where there's not the competition, there's not the competitive leagues like we have around Europe. But so again, when he came back, I wasn't wholly surprised. As you say, it may have been to Fenerbahce. So put him in the French team. I absolutely think that makes sense. I'm sure he's this side of 35. I'm sure he will be. And to me, anybody up to that age, and if you're a goalkeeper, you can be over 40, let's face it, and still be an international. But up to 35, 36, I would think you can still play for your country if you've got the extra special quality. I don't think most guys would make it because they all lose a couple of yards of pace, and that's a bit of a killer when it comes to top level football. But I think in his case as a midfielder, he's just got that almost ghosting ability to be in different places, but also controlling a lot of the game, a bit like Fernandes does for Manchester United. So I think if they want to put him in the French team, I reckon he'll be a very good if ultimately a squad player, that if he's not quite up to starting the games. But my own view is he was good enough to play from the start, and I'm sure France will be a tough game, a tough match to have in your group or whatever.
France.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on